Okay guys, here I am, Lord of Shadows, LLS, to give all of you one thing that I've been waiting for quite some time. Star Wars Rebels Season 2 premiere, Episode 1. I mean, for the ones who watched the Siege of the Fall and accepted as Episode 1, this is Episode 2. By reality, The Lost Commanders is Episode 1. Siege of the Fall was only a mini-movie, or should I say, the first step of the beginning of Season 2. So, that's it, that being explained, so let's move on. This episode, you know, for some people, no, it wasn't awesome, it wasn't even epic, but it was cool. It was cool, it was normal, simple, but cool. Because, so, the episode began, you know, with the rebels, or should I say, with the rebellion, try to find a hideout, or, you know, or should I say, a base, a planet, whatever, you know, so where they can hide themselves, you know, until they became, again, stronger and everything, because after their little fight crisis, you know, in the Siege of the Fall, after their fight with against Darth Vader and his TIE fighter and everything, they became a little bit broken, like Darth Vader said to Palpatine, to Emperor Palpatine, Darth Sidious. So they need hideout. They need a place where they can stay, be calm, and try to repair themselves, and until one day they can strike the Empire again. And of course, you know, there you have you enter Ahsoka Tano, you know. They're saying, you know, there is one man, you know, who can help them, and who other is Captain Rex. You know, like he's gonna give you the list, you know, of all the planets, systems, you know, where you can find. The most interesting part at the beginning of the episode was the time, you know, where Ahsoka just came to the ghost ship with the hand of an old tactical droid. You know, if you remember the Clone Wars, that were used, you know, for finding things and calculating. And so she given this head of this tactical droid so they can find Rex, which appears like he's living on a silo system, which this planet is nothing but pure desert, nothing. It looks like just, you know, went back in time in the old Wild West. I really wonder if there is, you know, other people who live there. Because for now, what it looks like, it appears like Rex, Gregor, and Wolf are the only ones there. It's really kind of funny, you know, shocking but funny. Oh, there. Well, the other thing was really interesting, you know, where Ahsoka said to Kanan, you know, where you get there and find my friend, you have to trust him. Well, you know, and they're like, nah, don't worry. You know, it appears like all this thing what you said about him, it will be fine. And, you know, that look with Ahsoka again, trust him. well, that was really a sharp look, because no one can blame Kanan, because Ahsoka told him that exactly with those words, and then look, because they're clones. And you know, if you watch Revenge of the Sith and Order 66, you know what happened with the clones with Order 66. Turn around, extermination of the Jedi, and of course, you know, being soldiers for the Empire. And like Kanan said in this episode, you know, he watched his master, Depa Billaba, shot out, you know, eliminated in a second with the guns of the clones. So you can't blame Kanan, because that's the reason why she told him to have to trust him with that particularly sharp, cold look. Because in this episode, how we find out Kanan doesn't like clones, and he will get them a lot of time to befriend them, because in all episodes the only one who befriend them is Ezra. Or should I say befriend Rex. For Gregor and Wolf, I don't know, because for Gregor is a nut job of a clone, and Wolf, you know, he's always, you know, afraid of the Jedi and always afraid of the Empire, because, you know, like he said, if we help the Jedi, the Empire will come here and wipe us out. So we have to do so we don't have to help them. We have to, you know, protect ourselves. We are brothers, we're comrades. About Wolf, you know, there was one thing really questioned me, one quote, you know, where when Wolf, you know, when Kanan find out, you know, when Ezra just came there and everything, and told his teachers, or should I say, Rex's birth number, you know, Kanan said, you know, they're clones. You know, he put out his lightsaber and everything, tried to fight them, and of course Wolf said, the Jedi, they came here for revenge! You know, like trying to shoot them and everything. Even Gregor was ready, the nut job. You know, but of course say, Rex, you know, of course Rex said, you know, okay, soldiers, calm down. Drop down your guns and everything. That's an order, soldier, but they're Jedis and everything. Like, Wolf is all panic and everything. It's okay, but they're not Jedis. They're not the same Jedi who betrayed us. Betrayed them. Okay, and there was one of the quotes that really, you know, questioned me. what the hell did he mean by betraying them? The clones. Doesn't Rex, know the whole story, about the Order 66 and everything? Because maybe, when with the Order 66, brainwash them and everything, maybe, the Empire try and make the clones believe that the Jedi turn evil, the Jedi turn against everyone else. Like the Darth Sidious, do that with all the Senate, where he was, when he was, dressed all up red, as some kind of a good old, Holy Inquisition, just telling, what everything with the Jedi done to his face and everything, that the Jedi will be destroyed and everything. So maybe the same thing, happened with the clones. Maybe they, like I said, brainwashed them, make them believe that the Jedi turn against them. I don't know, but we'll see, because in this episode we find a lot of things that is yet to have to be explained. Because when there's another one scene that I really find interesting was when Kanan explained to Ezra why he hated clones, because like I said before, his master Depa Billaba, when even it was released in the comic Kanan the Last Padawan, if you remember the comic or if you ever read it, because I did, and which explained how Depa Billaba died, and Kanan was there, where Order 66 was activated, and the clones shoot at her and everything, killing her, in a matter of seconds, like Kanan said, and that was the reason for him, why he hated them, because of all these years, when the Republic was still active and everything, Kanan always said like everyone saw, from the clones attack to the Clone Wars, and before the ending of the Revenge of the Sith, everybody knows that the clones were like some kind of best friends of the Jedi, very loyal and everything. Of course, even that scene, there you have Captain Rex, coming, because it appears like he heard all the speech that Kanan gave about the clones and everything, and his deep hatred, and of course why he doesn't trust them. And of course Captain Rex said, he never betrayed his own, Jedi Masters, because him, Gregor, and Wolf, they removed the chip, because even in the trailer, on their heads you can see a little scars of the on the clones. You can see the little scars, and of course, like Rex said, they removed the chip from their heads, so that's why they're leashed. So that's why they never obeyed the Empire and everything. Even after they became old and retired and everything, like Rex said, when Emperor Palpatine, all the clones, appeared, because everybody knows that the clones, they're aging, they're twice faster than normal humans, so there makes no sense, why the clones came old, and the Emperor Palpatine told them, to order them to go to retirement, so it makes no sense. So even maybe then, I don't know if Rex, because I remember, from the season 6 of Clone Wars, I remember the Fives told Anakin and Rex, about the chip and everything. So I mean, even for Anakin, even if he told him, he doesn't care, because the end he became a Sith Lord, Darth Vader. So, but for Rex, some maybe even after 5 story, because at the beginning I know that Rex didn't trust him, because he thought Palpatine, everybody said that he was malfunctioning and everything. So somehow didn't trust him in a way. But maybe Rex find out a lot of details later. So maybe somehow, when he was struggling about Order 66 and everything, maybe he removed the chip. He removed the chip voluntarily, on himself, the Fives did to himself too. So I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of things to be explained about the clones. Why, when and why they removed the chip and everything. Does even Captain Rex knows about Anakin becoming Darth Vader? Because everybody knows that when Darth Vader, or should I say Anakin, attacked the Jedi Temple, Rex wasn't there. But maybe Rex knows about that, because when Anakin became Darth Vader, completely Darth Vader. I don't believe that Rex knows that thing, knows that part of the story. But the Jedi Temple, maybe he does. I don't know. But there's a lot of things that have to be explained to do. Even one time, you know. Oh, by the way, who's back? Agent Callus, which also, by his rank, you know, on the chest, it appears like he will get a promotion. So what he is now, right now, so some kind of a commander or something, I don't know. But he's back, and of course, and he appeared in this right episode, and it appears like Wolf, the son of a clone bitch. He delivered a message to the Empire because the only way to protect his comrades of the Jedi and everything, because like Wolf said, if we help the Jedi, we're gonna be wiped out. So in order to protect them, you know, he delivered a message, you know, to the Agent Callus and the others, you know, on the Star Destroyer, try to, you know, make that the Jedi are on the planet and everything. And even the Admiral told him, I don't actually remember. I think his name was Admiral Constantin, something like that. I don't actually remember. So he told him, like, you know, they retired and everything. So we don't need to take, you know, his message serious. But Callus said, doesn't matter. Send a probe down there and investigate. And of course, even after, you know, in the episode at the end, they destroyed him. The Empire is still coming because he already transmitted to the Empire, to the Star Destroyer, to Callus and everyone. So, you know they're gonna come. There's one other part, you know, the episode that I really forgot to mention, was Chuba. The hunting season on Salo system of this desert planet, you know, where where Gregor, the psychopathic clone, you know, it appears like after all these years of retirement he goes nuts and everything, you know, like, you know, he even, you know, he offered, you know, to Kanan and the others, you know, like, you know, if we're gonna give you, you know, the list of the system, all the planets, you know, like you want to get the hideout, we want help from you now. We want, you know, to use Zeb as bait, you know, to hunt down Chuba, a gigantic big, I know it was some kind of worm, half slime, you know, and of course, you know, at the end they succeeded, but it was really kind of, you know, interesting in a way, you know, like, using, you know, it was really kind of funny way, you know, when I see Zeb and, you know, he used this bait because it appears like, you know, these gigantic Chuba kind of slug races, you know, they love Zeb's race too, because like Gregor said, oh, I don't know, they love him for their smell, for their taste, you know, much more. They love him, you know, like everything, you know. And it appears like we saw in the episode, they're like earthworms, you know, like some kind of moles, you know. They just go underground and everything, you know, and, you know, doing holes and everything. And of course, you know, Zeb was grabbed by those worms, you know, with his tongue and everything, and zip, just, you know, fall down on the ground and everything. So the fight was really, you know, well, actually it was not a fight, it was more like a hunt. But it was really kind of interesting and everything. It was funny, you know, to see Zeb, you know, like, just swallow, you know, in the worm's stomach and everything, you know, like, you know, at the end, Gregory just came to them after, you know, this worm was shot by Rex and dead, you know. Just, you know, Gregor just came there and told me, like, oh, you were great and everything, congratulations. Like, great. I was in his mouth, you fucking bastard. Like, oh, yeah, okay, but sure, but look at this. Look what kind of big cat you give us, huh? Haha. Like, oh, really? Like, oh, yeah, don't worry, cat, I was really okay. And like, it was all part of the plan. I knew you were gonna be in Beast's mouth. Yeah, right. If I know you shit your pants. Yeah, you knew like he was gonna be in the worm's stomach. Yeah, right. I mean, it was really kind of interesting, you know. Even the way when Kanan and Ezra used, I thought it was kind of magnetic cane and stuff like that. You know, like they're gonna touch, you know, the laser string and everything, and just create some kind of a electrician, you know, so they can pull out the slug, you know, from the earth and everything. You know, in some way, you know, when I saw, you know, like the old walker just following, you know, this slug, it appears like it was some kind of a whale, you know. You remind me of the those good old days, you know, where sailors go whale hunting. Well, that kind of hunting in the Star Wars Rebels season 2 episode 1 remind me of that, of whale hunting. But this time was worm hunting, gigantic worm hunting, the Chupa. You know, it was really kind of awesome. You know, even the funniest scenes were not only Zeb in the stomach, but also, you know, seeing Gregor as some kind of a nut job of a clone, but everything. So it was really kind of funny. Yeah, it was really great. So the other things I forgot to mention is, you know, those two quotes, you know, where one was when he said, Ezra, the first one was when he was talking to Ezra,
to Ezra, you know, like when Rex told him that, like, well, what a great, you know, once that a great Jedi told him, like, the best leaders, you know, they lead by example. If I'm not mistaken, those exactly the same quotes, you know, Anakin told me in the Clone Wars, if I'm not mistaken. The other one, you know, was when he tried to explain to Wolf, like, you know, we're free men, you know, we cannot just run away, you know, for all eternity from the Empire, you know, we are free men, and escaping away from the Empire, that's not freedom. You know, it was really great. Those two quotes, you know, what Rex said was really, really great. So, with that said, you know, yeah, that was the whole episode. We were kind of, like I said, the episode was really interesting. It was normal, but cool. And it was really interesting because there's a lot of, because with this episode, there's a lot of things that have to be explained, you know, when Rex and the others, you know, remove the chip and everything, how they, you know, to survive the Order 66, you know, there's a lot of things that have to be explained right now. But for now, this episode was really, really good. So, like I always, rate the video, comment, subscribe, give me a voice, give me something what you personally think about this episode, about Captain Rex and the clones, you know. Do you really think, you know, like what's gonna happen with Kanan, or do you really think he's gonna accept the clones? I believe he will, but, you know, in the in the other, you know, future episodes. But for now, he hates them. So I'm done. Drop me a like, I would appreciate that. Peace everyone, have an awesome rest of the day. Lord of Shadows, like always, signing off. See you around, and may the Force be with you.